My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up.
I don't know if this is a football song or a lighting song, but
I'm ready to go play
goes
some
with
football.
goes with both. Welcome back to the Stockwell Roche Show. I'm Jason Stockwell, Remax Results.
Josh Roche, Remax Results.
Stephanie Havel with Wells Fargo is here,
Hello.
and Tim Hagen is here with.
He's educating us.
Educating us immensely on tons of stuff, and Chelsea Sonderland is here as well. And I had an idea on break. It's like a light bulb went off, if you will.
ADHD.
But as far as we were talking about lighting, or what were you guys, Stephanie, what were you talking about on break?
Well, just the difference. It was just so interesting, the comments, because again, I don't really think much about the lighting, but you talked about a certain type of lighting can bring out the colors in the countertops and the tiling, and you spend so much money. Like my bedroom is purple because I heard it's like tranquil and relaxing and all that kind of stuff. But
And you're a girl.
and I'm a girl, yeah.
Right, okay.
Passion, purple
Mine's purple.
passion,
Hey, mine's
Vikings.
purple too.
I don't.
Vikings are purple. That's not
But
just a girl
you
color.
think
Come
about
on
it,
now.
I spent all this
Purple
money
pride.
decorating with furniture and paint and all that kind of stuff, and then making sure the lighting is right. I mean, how can I have tranquil paint in a tranquil room, but then the lighting is going to be like
Right.
Yeah.
You could have the wrong bulb and it would make,
yeah.
just-
So that's why I'd say interesting. Like maybe talk more about that, like the bulbs,
Yep.
or what you would use. Like, and then Jason was saying on a listing.
It's
How
essential.
when you walk into a house, it's going to make all the difference in the world. The lighting, how you feel when you walk in, and
Oh, you
how
go
it
to
illuminates.
I go
the
to, I'm
features
in
of the
houses
house.
every day, and you go and you'll
You
go
go to
in
like
and
a-
you'll flip a light switch, and the worst thing is the light doesn't work at all. The bulbs are burned out, and they don't even change the bulb.
Or it takes 15 minutes for the light to actually come to full
Warm
function.
up.
Right.
Warm up.
Yep.
You got to tap it all.
Or they're missing bulbs, so it's really dim in there, and it just doesn't do well. So if you need help with this, like I do, contact Tim. I'll give his information here. Tim Hagen. He is at. Can I give you your direct, Tim?
Yes.
612-470-1297. 612-470-1297. And then if you have any questions for us here, you can call us at 651-400-0773. You'll see us on YouTube as well. So if you want to see what Tim and everybody looks like, and see our lighting in here. And also, we'll have Tim's information on our Facebook page on the Stockwell Roche Show.
Maybe we need lap and
as
lighting
well.
in here.
And Stephanie's information will be on there as well, as always. And you can always check us out on YouTube and Facebook.'re happy to have you there. And like it, too. We love likes. We're like anybody else. So
Yeah, I like it. Be good.
so anyway, sorry, Tim, go ahead with what you're talking about with Stephanie. I had a question
Well,
for
and
you.
I was just going to say, it can be intimidating for a seller to do it on their own. And a couple staging tips we have is when you're selling your house, make sure every light fixture works and make sure you have proper lighting in each room. Because I've been on, open homes where you walk in and
You flip a switch and it
you
doesn't
flip a
work.
switch and it doesn't work. Or there's this huge master bedroom and there's one tiny little table lamp in the corner
Yep.
and you can't see what's going on. So, and there's little updates that you can do that I think are a small investment, switching out the recessed cans for LED inserts, making sure that all the fixtures are clean, new, have all the bulbs in them. I think that's just small little tips that, can really help. And if you have a room that's very poorly lit, talk to an expert and try to make the most of it, and that can really make it a showpiece, and then it can be a great selling point.
So we've been
Well, how
talking
about-
about the lights. Oh, sorry.
Well, I
Stephanie,
was just
go
going to
ahead.
say, maybe, Chelsea, my girl, we can ask this. What about lighting for a bathroom? I struggle with that because it's like, oh my gosh, I get ready and I'm like, hey, okay, ready to go. And then I
I refuse to do my makeup in my bathroom. I won't do it.
Because
I do it
I don't
by a
get
mirror in the
what do you
living
mean by
room
that?
by the front window
because
so that
you
I
want
have
the lighting, right?
Right.
Yeah,
good lighting.
exactly. That's why I said the lighting in my
Oh.
bathroom versus. So, any recommendations as far as I'm just,
Josh and I are looking over here confused.
Again,
Like, we're
again,
like, what?
Don't you want?
Yeah, you guys can just take a break for a minute.
yeah.
Well, and it is important.
I hate it too. I don't get ready in front of my. No.
Again,
I do.
the color temperature, like a good warm white, and then just to have really even consistent light. We always say ideally if you could have long linear lights on either side of the mirror, that's going to give you the most uniform light. You won't get shadows under your chin. And, sometimes having more than one light source, having a ceiling light, even if it's in your exhaust fan, can give you, you're not going to have shadows or dark things or look like you're in a high school play.
Is there anything, Tim? Is there any? So for the ladies that are listening out there, for you ladies, for all you ladies, is there a special light bulb or bulbs maybe they could buy
Or wattage?
for the bathroom or wattage
Well,
that might help this bathroom problem?
Yes, and I would also say there's things to avoid. I do think like the curly CFLs are terrible, and part of the reason is they're
Terrible.
not meant for
That's why I don't look
instant.
good. That's
curly
why I look
CFLs.
older than I do. That's
They're
why
not-
I have wrinkles. It's the wrong lady.
They're not intended for instant on and off like a bathroom, and sometimes they can take 10, 15 minutes to get up to their
Yep.
full capacity. So if you're running in the bathroom getting, ready and you just are in there for 10, 15 minutes, that's not great. I would say we usually tell people that probably at least a 75 watt equivalent on either side of the mirror is best. At least maybe it's the smallest room in the house, but sometimes you want the most lighting for it. And I think it's just important to have enough light and, again, your color temperature correct. You don't want a really high 4,700, 5,000 Kelvin bulb in there because it's just going to, not
heat.
render color correctly.
Oh, it
those
won't
things
look
too-
the same as it would if you're out in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
What sort
Or-
of range do you want to be in?
I would
What'd you
say
say?
2,700 to 3,000 is good. And I think it's also important.
I am literally putting this in
well, and I
right
think
here.
I was going to ask you
I'm
like-
taking this home.
Well, and I'm, because with the Parade of Homes starting, I'm really excited to go out and look and see. So is that something that you also do? So if I'm looking
Oh, yeah.
to buy my new home and, maybe the builder, is that something that I could call you up at Lappin Lighting and say, hey,
We'll look at the plan and say, this isn't enough, or it's way too much. Because that's another thing that can happen is you can overlight a room. And that's a waste of money. And usually you might only have 50% of it on all the time. So knowing that you have enough, but not too much, is also a help. And we're always happy to help with that. And I think for guys, too, you don't want just one light on one side of the mirror, or you might
I don't even turn any
or you
lights
might
on,
in the
Frank.
bachelor pad.
if you're shaving, you don't want to, nick.
got a
You
couple
don't want to
patches.
nick a side of your face or come to work with a patch of unshaven on the side either. So
'Cause you didn't
it
see
is
it.
important. Yeah.
Well, so I have a question. So, and I didn't think we'd be able to go this far on just lighting, which is awesome.
Look at the
We've been
girls,
talking
though. I mean, the
about this.
girls
Yeah.
are like,
It makes such a difference.
But my question is, we've been talking a lot about light bulbs and lights. Mm-hmm. What about the fixtures? Do you help in that end of it, or are
Oh,
you
yeah,
strictly on
definitely.
the actual light?
No,
You're on
we
the
do
fixtures? Okay.
decorative, anything from ceiling fans, chandeliers, outdoor lighting, landscape lighting, the under cabinet lights, the recessed lights, track lighting.
So you say when you do these, you mean do you guys sell them? Do you guys consult
Right.
on them? And what is the whole like? Let's say I called you and let's say I'm listening. And I said, "Gosh, I'm selling my house and I got to call Tim." And I have you, and you just come down and look at my house, and
do
we'll
a consultation.
And then
And
what
we're
do you, and then
gonna
you
help-
provide everything full service. Like,
Oh yeah,
okay.
and we're gonna help you.
other
say,
than install it, right? Or
Yeah.
other people? Okay.
And if you, maybe pay us under the table, we'll come and put them all up for you, too. No, I'm kidding. Maybe you need to edit that out. But,
No, that's okay.
No,
Yeah, we're in the
we'll help
compliance
you,
industry
too,
here.
because a couple mistakes are you'll drive around neighborhoods with huge garages, and they have these tiny little fixtures on the garage. So we help with scale and
Oh, yeah, the
color.
balance and
we always
symmetry,
say, again,
yeah.
like you said about your purple room, we tell people, bring in your paint colors, bring in your flooring samples, your cabinet hardware. That really helps us get a feel of what it is and know, like the scale of your room, so we can pick something that's the right size, giving you enough light for it as well.
So back to me again. If I give you the plans for this house in Edina, that's very large. It's going to be built. You'll be able to also go off of the plans and help kind of guide work
Yep.
with electrician and work with people on where we put certain fixtures and ideas that we have.
Oh, yeah.
And if we have a theme or an idea that we want for this room, you can help with that.
Yes, and
Oh,
we can
man, I'm
also
so
help
glad.
with, current trends, finishes.
I'm glad that
colors.
Dawn knows you. Dawn Eldridge, who
thanks,
is a
Dawn.
partner on the team here, is got vast resources of people that she knows,
Yes.
which I'm very happy to have.
Well,
with
You're
me.
blowing our minds today.
Well, and
That's
even
pretty
talk
much what's
about though,
happening.
I think with spring coming around the market, you talk about outdoor lighting again. How many people spend so much money on landscaping, the right shrub, the right
Oh,
rock,
thousands and thousands of dollars
and then
every year
nothing.
repeatedly.
and then you don't
Yeah.
get to see it.
Yeah.
Or you drive up and it's like, oh, where's
My
the house?
neighbor
Like,
put,
It's there in the dark.
My
It's
neighbor
over there.
has a cool
trip
deal
over
where
a
you-
bush, it's because I couldn't see it walking in your house.
Or my neighbor put these birch, I think they're birch trees in his front yard, and he has these 2 lights. It looks so nice when and just I don't know, just little lights, but they
Yeah.
shine up every night.
It's a
when you
huge
come-
impact.
Yeah.
And in even the holiday season, he puts one green one and one red one,
Oh,
and only for a
awesome.
little while, and then he goes back to the regular.
Right.
Imagine LED. I don't know.
Maybe he changes it with his iPad.
Or yeah.
Right.
You could.
Well, I was
yeah.
just going to say,
Yeah.
with the technology and everything, absolutely.
Wow.
Clark
So I'm learning a
Griswold.
ton. Yeah.
Good.
I am lit up, if you will.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll be back after this break. I'm Jason Stockwell, Remix. I'm going to light Josh up right
You just light me up right
Light
now.
it up,
I'm laughing
light
at
it
him.
up.
Josh Roche, Remax results.
We'll be back soon.